If you have not seen Spider-Man Homecoming, do not watch this review. But if you're here, well, I would just say Spider-Man Homecoming was excellent. I really enjoyed this movie. And I came in the movie having actually not low expectations, but kind of high, mild expectations, because I was kind of like on Spider-Man fatigue until Civil War came by. And then I thought maybe like the promotion where we saw for Spider-Man Homecoming was kind of like over marketed. So yeah, but yeah, I'm happy to say it was really good. I really enjoyed this movie. And yeah, let's go into the spoilers. So if you have not seen the movie, you probably want to turn away now. So here we go. So I love how this movie started off. I love how this movie started off. We start off with Michael Keaton and his boys, of course, the Shocker. Well, the two Shocker guys. There's like one is a Shocker, and then the other guy becomes a Shocker if that guy gets killed, of course, by Adrian. Or I forgot his name. The Vulture, Michael Keaton's I think his name was Adrian. I forgot. But yeah, but they are actually the cleanup crew to the aftermath, what is the aftermath of the Battle of New York from the first Avengers movie. So yeah, they are of course the cleanup crew, and then Damage Control comes in. It's called Damage Control is in the movie, and of course they kick them out, but they also take some of the material from I forgot their name, but yeah, they took they have some material and they used it for some weapons, and of course they eventually go after Damage Control and steal some other stuff, some other weapons, which is cool. And it's just nice to see the villain's motivation and seeing the Vulture's motivation in this movie. And I thought Michael Keaton played him well. I thought Michael Keaton, this was probably the best villain. Well, not the best villain, but close to being the best. It's yeah, it was a better than usual Marvel villain, because Marvel's already has always had just under par villains, but this one definitely was one of the best, because you could see the motivations from Michael Keaton's character, the Vulture. And yeah, and of course he had villains with them, of course, of course the Shocker, which ended up being one guy calling himself that, but of course Michael Keaton killed him, and then the other guy became the Shocker. Then you had the Tinkerer, of course, which was, I thought, yeah, he was old man in the comics, but he's like a younger version of the Tinkerer in this one. Is pretty cool and stuff. So yeah, I really love how this movie started off, giving the villain motivation in this movie. I'll probably go back to that as well. But of course, Tom Holland was great. I thought he was great as Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and he really carried off what we saw from Captain America: Civil War, which I thought he was really good. And also another great way to start this movie, they have sort of he's vlogging, and of course he vlogged all the way through, even into the battle, right before the battle, and they even showed him flipping through, of course, stealing Cap's shield, which was pretty cool. And the way he played throughout the movie, even the friends, I thought it was pretty cool. And then he has a main friend who I really forgot the name of, but he of course ends up saving Peter later in the movie when he's fighting the Shocker right as they're having the homecoming, of course, dance, and that was just a cool scene. And then of course early when we see him first discover that Peter is Spider-Man, so I really like the reveal. It's he's just sitting on his bed, of course, building the Lego Death Star, which is pretty cool. Let's go to the love interest, of course, and this is where it really got interesting. I mean, the love interest was pretty cool, but they got stepped up later, of course, when Peter's going up, of course, to take her to homecoming, of course. But then we got the reveal, and we got reveal that Michael Keaton is her father, and that was crazy. I kind of chuckled as he opened the door. I was like, whoa, I did not see that coming at all. They didn't really leave clues at all, and yeah, I really did not see that coming. And it was just it added something extra to the villain in the movie, and the villain was already really cool. Then we see that the love interest, it's her father. That was actually a pretty well done move for the villain in this movie. Of course, I thought it was really good. And then of course Zendaya, who was her name is Michelle in the movie, and then we see the reveal, of course, later, kind of a reveal that her friend, she says her friends call her MJ. I don't know where they're gonna go with that, because her name is Michelle, not Mary Jane, but it may be a different MJ. Just they're gonna throw out, okay, we're not gonna have her name Mary Jane, instead it's gonna be Michelle, probably something by her middle names with starts with a J or something like that. But yeah, but I thought she was cool. She was like kind of snarky, of course, in that. And I thought she'd be something added. Of course, she'll probably be a love interest later. They kind of hinted at that when she kind of takes a little peek at the like end when Peter is walking away. And then Flash Thompson, who, yeah, we didn't get a lot of like from the previous movies, but we get I think more of him in this movie than we did. Of course, there's a kid from the Grand Budapest Hotel plays him. And it's a different kind of Flash Thompson. It's not like the bullying, like tough guy Flash Thompson. It's more like the kind of like the, I don't want to say millennial. Well, yeah, probably is a millennial. I know, but he's kind of like the snotty rich boy Flash Thompson. And it's different, but it works for the movie. I thought it really worked well. Some of the good moments are like kind of the battles. Well, not the battles, but the fights. Of course, in the movie, of course, when Peter's at the party, he finds that, okay, they're testing their weapons, and Donald Glover's there, of course. And yeah, and he's trying to race, and of course, he's actually finding nowhere he can swing, so he has to run. He has to run across a golf course, which is like kind of funny. And yeah, because it's kind of like sort of realistic because you can't swing on every like street if there's not any tall buildings around. So I thought that was cool. But yeah, then of course like the first fight with like the Vulture looks menacing. Michael Keaton, that just suit looks pretty intense. Like the first one where he just grabs him, like he's trying to when Peter's trying to like jump on the van. That was pretty cool. Of course, to the ferry scene, which was probably one of the things I was highlighting in the trailer a lot. I thought they gave away maybe a little bit too much in the trailer when Iron Man comes and saves the day. And yeah, but it was a really effective scene to see like Iron Man also take back the suit when he lectures Peter about like staying out of this and not getting like anyone like endangered from this, like the things he's doing. So I thought that was really effective. Even though we saw it from the trailers, I thought it was good. And of course the Washington Monument scene where he saves his friends and inside the Washington Monument was pretty cool. Of course we got the like, that's the motivation from like Michael Keaton not killing him at first because he saved his daughter and that's his, of course, love interest. And I thought that was pretty, yeah, that was definitely a pretty good scene. Of course, yeah, it's similar to like the first Spider-Man where he's saving like that cart from dropping down in the water. So yeah, but yeah, I thought that was really like, and jumping on the helicopters was pretty cool too. So I thought that was cool. Then in the final fight of the movie, of course, Spider-Man and Michael Keaton and the Vulture. Yeah, they fight at the end. Of course, I like where everything comes at the end of the movie, where like we see Michael Keaton is the father to his like love interest, of course, in the movie, and that's where all things happen. Of course, in the car, Michael Keaton says like, "I will kill everyone you love and you if you don't leave me alone." But yeah, of course, Parker goes after him. That's where he meets the Shocker, of course, as I mentioned, when his friend saves him. That was pretty cool. And of course, that was a really cool battle on the plane. And of course, we see that, yeah, the villain doesn't die in the movie. I really like that because a lot of times in the Marvel movies, the villain, well, he dies. This one is kind of like Spider-Man trying to save the Vulture's life. And when the Vulture tried to take Tony Stark's, is like, I forgot the thing he puts in his chest. But yeah, I thought that was effective. And then, of course, Parker saves him. The love interest and her mom moves to like Oregon, and that's it. Then we see Michael Keaton in prison in one of the after credit scenes. So I thought, yeah, that was really effective, and yeah, I really like this movie. I mean, yeah, I wonder if Michael Keaton will come back in any other movies. We'll see, because that's like they leave kind of a hint there. So let's dive into the after credit scenes, and of course that like that after credit scene where he is in prison with Scorpion. We see that guy is Scorpion from the tattoo. We saw him earlier in the movie on the ferry scene, but it's a guy from Better Call Saul. But he's talking about a guy that's got like, he knows on the outside that slits throats and stuff. And like, who are they talking about? Are they talking about Carnage or something like that? I know Carnage is going to be in the Venom movie, but would he appear in Spider-Man 2? We'll see. So like, that's kind of weird, and that's like, yeah, hint. I don't know who it would be, because if you know who it would be, like just leave it in the comment section, because I like to know who like you think it would be. So yeah, then the second after credit scene is Captain America, of course. We saw throughout the movie Captain America throughout like on the TV sets. Of course, like earlier we was like, it was in the PE where Hannibal Buress says, okay, this guy's probably like a war criminal now, so, but like he's got a lesson to tell. But I like where they brought it back at the end after credit scene where he says, "You waste your time," or like patience, you waste your time, like waiting for this after credit scene. That was pretty cool. I kind of took a play, took something from Deadpool, something like Stargate like that, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that was actually pretty funny. So yeah, but overall, Spider-Man: Homecoming was a like really good movie. I mean, I think I've heard a lot of people say that like Spider-Man 2, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 is still probably the best, and well, I guess I have to agree, but I really don't really care about rankings right now because, well, if I would rank Homecoming, I think it would be the second best Spider-Man movie made. So I thought, yeah, that has that going for it, and it's really cool. I think it was like, yeah, excellent addition to the MCU, which is pretty cool. So yeah, but I would give Spider-Man: Homecoming a 9 out of 10. It was really good. Probably the only thing I would probably say is we didn't get that much of Aunt May. Of course, we saw some of her in the movie, which was, yeah, I liked how like Marissa Tomei played her. She was kind of like, it felt like she was trying to get over something. Of course, that something would probably be Uncle Ben's death, which they don't really refer to in the movie. So that's kind of interesting because it's not really an origin story. They refer to the spider bite when Parker talks about his friend. But yeah, but I thought that was interesting. But yeah, but just an excellent movie all around. Spider-Man: Homecoming, one of the most fun movies of the summer. So yeah, definitely want to see where it leads to in the MCU. So we'll see. So tell me what you thought about Spider-Man: Homecoming. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Tell me down below in the comment section. And you can check out my channel for more movie reviews like this. And yeah, and until next time, I'll see you folks later. I am out. Yeah, that doesn't work.